Alright, I brought you back just a second. I got to this port here. I did these two at the same time. Pretty straightforward stuff. I did not come all the way down to this line or anything like that. Try to keep the floor alone. Leave the floor alone in both of them. Smoothed it up. Haven't done the roofs here. But I got to this one and I thought, man, my line's really wide. So if I want it to be consistent with the other exhaust, front exhaust, I went ahead and measured it here with these calipers, and it's at, I don't know, 1.101. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm just using this for a marker, and I've got this locked. So I'll come back over here and I'll make that same mark. I'll put it here, use my red marker, and make a mark of it. There it is. So I see now, as long as I stay inside that red line, I will be pretty consistent here. All the way down. And I'll definitely curve inside of this so it'll match this side. But trying to be consistent. Here's an example. This is going to fall in here and be much larger because of these restrictions in the corners here. But if I test both of these, they should be pretty close. That one's slightly bigger. 114. I can take out just a little bit there, but not wanting to overdo it. Exhaust ports are done as they're going to be. They are definitely opened up quite a bit. That was a little harder to see through. I had this idea walking through Harbor Freight the other day, and I bought myself this Central Pneumatic Air belt sander. It's pretty small, but I used it to just lay down and easily sand out in here, try to get any scratches out. You can move it around. You're probably not supposed to push it up against the wall like this, but I was pulling it through like that, and I think it kind of smoothed everything out. There's a spot that I missed. I don't know if you can tell a difference or not, but I sure can. This is probably an 80 grit belt on here. But I was trying to lay it even like this so it would take out a little bit of that divot there, which that was unintentional. But even through here I was able to kind of smooth that out to my line. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Let's do the intake, I guess. Or I'll flip over and maybe try to do some bowl work. Got our bowl work done. It's not perfect, but it sure looks a lot better. You can see that big hump's gone. Opened up all around the seat. Didn't really touch the seat. They're not perfect, but I promise it's flowing better than it did stock. On to the intake. I threw that exhaust gasket back up just so you can see I did not open them up to the size of the 1413 Fel-Pro. There's still room all the way around, so I can still have some port velocity, but it's much better than stock. Okay, I'm back with my same head I've been working on here. I'm about to run out of time for the day, and I went ahead and got this one drawn up. A lot of speculation online says don't open this up all the way out here to the gasket because it somehow causes a pinch or something in the air. But if air's flowing this way, I'm only going to open it up to the size of my intake, which is inside of that black line right there. I've got a Edelbrock Torker 340 intake, so that's all I'm doing. Get to the inside of the line and then bring it all the way in as far as I can. These are the push rod holes, so you can kind of see the thickness of them. I can bring my light out. So there's not a lot of room to chew away at, but eliminating that's pretty big. Here also you can see just kind of what needs to be worked. Going in as deep as I can this way. I read that taking away this wall or working on the wall where it comes through is pretty important. Don't mess with the floor, only clean up the casting, and the roof I'll flip the head over and be able to open it way on up to here. So they say that you get the most flow out of the intake side from doing it, that the exhaust actually flows pretty decent. But I'll show you. Here's a standard 360 gasket. It's pretty big. I probably won't use it. I have the old 318 style, and that's basically what size my intake is. It's an older intake, so I think opening up to that point will be really good. I'll flow into it, no restrictions. So until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe or comment. Tell me how bad it looks or whatever. I don't care. Say something.